Welcome everybody to yet another coffee time with Hako, the show where I have my morning coffee and then I yap off into the void. Well met. Today we're having a latte in just a plain old boring mug. But you know what's not boring and what doesn't have a boring mug? Hoshimi Miyabi. I've been in the privileged and fortunate position to be able to try out Hoshimi Miyabi extensively on the creator beta servers. So I have quite a good understanding of her and, started to get a good feel on her. I probably used Miyabi more than I've used most of my regular cast over on the live servers. She is a lot of freaking fun. So, let's discuss the normal, clickbaity terms. Is she a trap? Is she a must pull? Is she bait? Etc. Let me say like this. She definitely is not a trap. She is extremely, extremely goddamn fun to use. And there are no must pulls in this game, except Caesar, because she's awesome. But that's because Caesar was a must pull to me, and it had nothing to do with what Caesar's actual kit is. When they released the drip marketing with Caesar, I just knew, that's my girl. I'm getting that one. She could have been useless. She could have been bottom of the C tier on every tier list. I would have pulled that one. I would have maxed out Caesar anyway because I just loved the design. And then when we got to meet her in the story, it just got solidified even more that that's my character. I get like that in the Hoyo games. In Genshin it was Yula, in Honkai Star Rail it was Topaz and Acheron. And I know for a lot of people Miyabi is gonna be their girl when it comes to Zenless. And she is super, super fun. She is probably the most anticipated character ever in this game. And I think a lot of it is that she really appeals to the weeb audience. Guilty. Super cool, super powerful little, tiny fennec fox lady that is just, badass. And with Ellen, they really managed to, make you feel like you're playing a shark. With Miyabi, they make you feel like you're, the protagonist in an anime. It feels like you're doing your bankai in Bleach and you're just going to town. They know what kind of audience, are gonna be wanting to pull for Miyabi. And they played into that fantasy hard. So anybody that expects to have their weeb senses tingled, you're not gonna be disappointed in the least. I can't imagine it. She is super flashy. She is super fun. So from a meta perspective, she is ice, which is a very scarcely populated element currently. The only other carry we have is Ellen or Sokagu if you play Sokagu like I play Sokagu. Videos to that if you want to see them in the description. But a lot of people with Ellen are gonna be asking themselves the question: is Miyabi stronger than Ellen? At the same constellations, yeah, Miyabi is stronger than Ellen. And the further down not constellation, but cinema mindscapes. And the further you get down the mindscapes, the more vast the gap will become. Does she work absolutely fine at M0? Absolutely. All my testing so far has been at M0. And at M0 she is a powerhouse. What's really fun about her as well is that she has a lot of different team compositions that work. If you want to run a lighter team to benefit from his ice buff, you can do it with a Haramasa. Another really strong team I'll be running is Miyabi, Yanagi, and Rina. Basically any character that afflicts some sort of anomaly, Miyabi is gonna be wanting to run with. So she can be run with Bernice. To some extent she can also be run with Jane, although there are better team constellations. So I just need to let my cat inside. Alright, we procured a cat. Hello, sweetie. I found her as a little rescue when she was just a teeny little kitten. So, where were we? So, Miyabi is super fun. She is super strong. Like the area of effect on her abilities is just nuts. Like so many of her abilities will just, you know, slice and dice an entire room. Now, will I personally bench my Ellen for Miyabi? No. Yeah, the only thing I find cooler than, you know, anime samurais is anime sharks, or just sharks in general. And I have a very invested Ellen, so, you know, I see no reason to bench her. But the addition of Miyabi doesn't mean that I need to bench my Ellen as well. Like, it's not, you know, one or the other. Will I personally be pulling for Miyabi? 100%. I will 100% be pulling for Miyabi. Like, I feel like I would be nuts not to. Like, her gameplay is so unique and it is so much fun. And I would miss it dearly if, you know, my Miyabi gameplay days was over once I'm out of the creator beta servers. So I will definitely be pulling for at least one copy of Miyabi, maybe her W engine as well. I kind of wish that there was an A rank engine, kind of more easy accessible than her own engine, because her own engine is kind of cracked. But there are some easy accessible ones as well, and I've done extensive testing to like find out, okay, if we're not going for the engine, what's the best option? And all of that will be in the Miyabi guide coming up ahead. So yeah, everybody, that is my 2 cents on whether you should pull for Miyabi. And remember, don't let any YouTube doo-doo kind of, you know, fear you into pulling or not pulling for a character just because you think they're a must pull or because you think they're a trap. So far, every freaking character that they've released has been an absolute banger in like their own way. So there's gonna be plenty of opportunity to like try Miyabi out when she releases. There's gonna be, you know, the trial mode and whatnot, and I'm sure we're gonna get to play around with her some in the story. So you're gonna get, you know, a chance to feel her out respectfully and like make up your own mind. I think that Miyabi is absolutely GOAT, and I think that the devs know that a lot of people are awaiting her arrival to the game, and I feel like, you know, they feel like they must live up to the hype, and in my opinion, they've absolutely done so. So yeah, let me know in the comments, are you pulling for Miyabi or not? And if you're interested in seeing more stuff coming in the 1.4, stick around the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, Hako out.